Hi there. Have you ever pondered the impact of one man's life on the world, especially someone as controversial as Malcolm X? Let's delve into the life of this enigmatic figure, whose influence still reverberates today. Born Malcolm Little in 1925, his story begins in the rough streets of Lansing, Michigan. His early life was far from idyllic, marked by racial prejudice and violence that would dramatically shape his worldview. Losing his father at a young age and with a mother institutionalized, he found himself adrift in foster care and later in the world of crime. But destiny had other plans for Malcolm Little. His turbulent journey led to a transformative period in prison where he discovered the teachings of Elijah Muhammad, head of the Nation of Islam. This ignited a spark that would see him evolve from Malcolm Little, the petty criminal, into Malcolm X, the charismatic and controversial leader. Our journey begins in the rough streets of Lansing, Michigan, where Malcolm Little was born, destined to become the man the world would know as Malcolm X. From Malcolm Little to Malcolm X, the evolution was anything but ordinary. Born as Malcolm Little, his journey took a dramatic turn during his prison time. Locked away from society, he found solace and purpose in the teachings of the Nation of Islam. This period of incarceration became a transformative phase. He replaced his surname Little with X, symbolizing his lost tribal name and rejecting the slave name he had been given. Inside the prison walls, he began his education, devouring books and engaging in debates. His intellect and charisma did not go unnoticed. Upon his release, he rapidly ascended the ranks of the Nation of Islam, becoming a minister and a trusted confidant of its leader, Elijah Muhammad. Malcolm X was no ordinary minister. His fiery speeches and magnetic presence attracted thousands, making him an influential figure within the organization and beyond. However, Malcolm X's journey was far from over. Disillusioned by corruption within the Nation of Islam and deeply affected by his mentor's moral failings, he decided to part ways. This was a critical juncture, leading him towards a path of enlightenment and self-discovery. Malcolm embarked on a pilgrimage to Mecca, a journey that would profoundly alter his views. In Mecca, he found a world different from what he had known. He saw people of all colors, from blue-eyed blondes to black-skinned Africans, interacting as equals. This experience shattered his belief in racial separatism. He realized the universality of the human experience, leading him to a more inclusive understanding of race relations. Malcolm returned from Mecca with a renewed vision. He distanced himself from the divisive teachings of the Nation of Islam, embracing a more universal approach to human rights. He adopted the name El-Hajj Malik El-Shabazz, symbolizing his spiritual transformation. Malcolm's pilgrimage to Mecca was a turning point, leading him to adopt a more universal approach to human rights and racial issues, evolving from Malcolm X to El-Hajj Malik El-Shabazz. But what was the global impact of this man, and why does he remain a significant figure today? Let's delve into this. Malcolm X was not just a prominent leader within the United States. His influence reached far beyond the country's borders, shaping the course of the civil rights movement. His fiery speeches and unapologetic stance on Black empowerment, self-defense, and human rights have echoed through the decades, inspiring countless individuals and movements. Unlike many of his contemporaries, Malcolm X advocated for a more assertive approach to achieving racial equality. He firmly believed in the importance of Black communities taking control of their destinies, and this message of self-reliance and empowerment resonated deeply with those who felt marginalized and disempowered. Yet his influence wasn't confined to the struggle for racial equality in America. Malcolm X worked tirelessly to draw international attention to the plight of African Americans. He sought to link the struggles of people of color worldwide, arguing that their fight was not separate but interconnected. His efforts laid the groundwork for a global understanding of racial injustice, shaping the way we perceive and address these issues today. Of course, Malcolm X's legacy is not without controversy. Some viewed his approach as too radical, his rhetoric too divisive. Yet, even these controversies serve as a testament to the power of his influence. They prompt us to question, to debate, and to continually revisit the narrative of racial equality and justice. More than half a century after his death, Malcolm X's influence on racial and political discourse remains undiminished. His speeches continue to inspire, his life story continues to captivate, and his uncompromising pursuit of justice continues to challenge us. Despite his life being cut short, Malcolm X left behind a legacy of resilience, self-determination, and a relentless quest for racial justice, making him not just a national, but a global icon of resistance and change. Be sure to hit that like or subscribe button and keep being curious, beautiful, and continue learning. Check out some of my other videos and keep staying curious.